Hello everyone, how you doing? You are? That's good to hear, brilliant, good stuff. No, seriously, that's great. What do you think of this statue then? Pretty cool, man. Yeah? I'd like that in my garden. Anyway, let's start here and get this horrible one over and done with. Johnson & Johnson will pay more than $100 million to settle more than 1,000 lawsuits that claim its baby powder caused that word there. I heard stuff about this like months ago, but obviously now it's official. Um, I'm sure loads of people have been in contact with this product. So, yeah. Oh wait, I don't know how that photo got in there, how that screenshot got in there. I apologise. Please, yeah, please ignore this. I don't know how it got here. Oh yeah, sorry. I should move to the next one, right? Yeah, okay. Right. Anyway, um, Nottingham, home of Robin Hood, is urging people to follow stricter guidelines. Urging people guidelines, yeah, not legal law. As cases at universities continue to climb. So the city is expecting the government to make these measures later this week, but they're already asking people not to mix indoors with others from different houses. Nice. Human spirit at its finest. Speaking of which, Kim Kardashian West has revealed she had to change her husband Kanye's bedsheets with a face shield and gloves while he had this thing. You know, and then he spoke previously about he said, I had chills, shaking in the bed, taking hot showers. Right, so you mean like flu or like cold, yeah? Is that what you mean, yeah? You know, I'm not saying anything, but it sounds like that. Um, yeah, and then it goes on to say here, speaking about the global impact, the model and businesswoman said, maybe we all needed a break. Maybe this was the reset. The reset, brilliant. I wonder how many thousands she got to put that word in there in her speech. Yeah, reset, programming. So when you hear people say "great reset," the reset, the reset, you think it's a good thing because this stupid woman said it. She's probably a spy, mate. She's probably not even Armenian or whatever it is. She's probably Israeli spy to control Kanye West and make sure he does what he's supposed to do as a man who's got a lot of wealth and supposedly power. But I don't really think he's got power. All lectures for thousands of students at Manchester's two universities will be held online from tomorrow due to this thing. Because 4,000 have now tested positive for it across the UK. As we showed you yesterday, the stats are that even if they did have it, nothing's going to happen. But never mind, yeah. We just see it playing out in front of us. Now, Michelle Obama calls Donald Trump a racist and pleads with undecided voters to end 4 years of chaos and vote for Joe Biden like your lives depend on it. So just adding to the drama of something that's probably already been settled. It's already been decided. But it's quite funny, isn't it? 24-minute video where she tears into his record and accuses him of being racist. So Trump claims he's feeling great. He compares the CV to the flu and urges Americans to learn to live with it. So yeah, I'd agree that it is like that. And we've learned to live with the flu. But then, don't take all these stupid precautions that you wouldn't take if it was just the flu. So yeah, he says learn to live with it instead of closing down the country. Now, as far as that's concerned, I agree with that part there, right? I agree with that part, but we'll see what happens. Actor James Woods, exactly, compares Trump's speedy recovery from this to Reagan's return to work days after being shot. Ah, dear. That's quite funny, isn't it? Comparing it to someone who supposedly gets shot. But okay, actor James Woods, you're entitled to your opinion if it is your opinion, not you just got paid to say it. How lovely of you, Mr. Matt, hang by your cock. He warns that cancer patients will only be treated if the CV stays under control. Okay, so if not, then what happens, my friend? What are you trying to say there? Yeah, I've never heard you say cancer patients will only be treated if flu stays under control, or if alcoholism or cigarette smoking, lung cancer, all these. I never heard you say that. It's quite funny that, Mr. Hang by your cock, isn't it? You probably haven't got one, you probably got a mangina. What an arsehole. What an absolute arsehole to say that. Oh, you'll only get treated if this so-called thing that we're locking down the whole world for is under control. If not, well, we don't care about you. Simple as that. What an arsehole. So this gentleman, who is a former senior official in the World organization, says that the face mask doesn't work in the rain. So excuse me, in England we have like rain all the time. So what are you saying to us, my friend? What are you saying to all these people that are wearing it in England when it's raining? Oh dear, all they ever do is they say wear this, then they say it doesn't work, or they even told you before it didn't work. It's just one big game to just panic people, thinking they're safe, then thinking they're not safe. Alright? Our advice to you, if you're listening to us, is you're safe, okay? You're safe. Alright? You live a normal life, you don't hide yourself away from fresh air and from contact with people, you will be alright, I promise you. We all promise you that. So the idiot Prime Minister admitted he had been too fat, and that had made his battle against the CV harder. So he admits that he's too fat, and then he says here, we won't be blown off course. No, you won't be blown off anywhere if you're that fat, will you, Mr. Boris? Mr. Alexander Piff de Boris, whatever your stupid real name is. Look at you. I would love to roundhouse kick your head off. I'd love it. Kick in the ribs and roundhouse kick your head off. Not really. Well, maybe. Interesting this. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but it's interesting. IT worker was given puberty blocking drugs age 16 and is suing the Tavistock Centre. Ooh, that is deep. The Tavistock Centre. Imagine trying to sue them. Interesting. So what the person here is saying is that they don't want other teenagers to rush into changing their sex because she regrets it. He, I'm not sure which way they did it. But basically, I agree that the Tavistock Centre has a lot to answer for We know that they started off as supposedly treating soldiers with shock, but in fact it was probably just always mind controlling, psychology, mind controlling, social engineering, and to this day I imagine they're definitely doing it still. Okay, that's why they're getting sued. And if you remember, the attacks in London, so-called attacks in London, were right in Tavistock Square, right? Scientists discover 24 super habitable, I can't say that word, planets with conditions that are better for life than Earth. Okay, let's go. And then they'll probably say, but we can't get there without, £10,000 flight. Okay. Virgin Money to axe 400 jobs. So again, more financial sector job losses. And when you see it's to do with money, then you need to worry. Okay. And now I know some of you won't like football, okay, but think of it as just a business thing. Barcelona in the red after the CV took 181 million chunk out their revenue. 181 million. Okay, so that's a massive company losing that money and then complaining about it. Think about all the small companies, all the small businesses who are going to lose money and they won't be able to survive. This business can probably still survive even when it loses 181 million quid. Yeah. And why did it lose that? Because they're playing with no one in the crowd because of CV. So they're not getting any revenue from people who would usually go to the stadium. And it's also people's jobs that are being lost. It's not just that. People who work at the stadium, outside the stadium, on behalf of the stadium, Look at this picture. Maxwell. Yeah? Thoughts? Victor Rothschild. Now I looked at his pose and I thought to myself, that reminds me of something else. Now it's not exactly the same, but it's similar. Aleister Crowley, yeah? I'm sure most of you know about this person. But yeah, I don't like his eyes one bit. If there was evil in someone's eyes, then that gentleman had it. And look how young he would have been when he did this photo. Now, when I was his age, I was like collecting football cards and going to the shop and getting sweets. But no, this guy does this. Oh well. And then look how he turned out. Now supposedly he was a spy, right? They say he was a spy who worked for MI5 but I think at this point I think he'd had a little bit too many drugs in his lifetime. Oh dear, Aleister. Have a look at that picture there. Picture says a million words. The thing about Bill Gates, always seems to have this stupid, gormless smile. No matter what the subject is, what he's talking about, he has a stupid, gormless smile. See what I mean? Look at his smile there. What a knobhead. It's like he's looking at Jeff's hair or lack of hair. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think to myself, is Bill Gates even a real person? Was he ever a real person? It's not beyond their capability to fake everything, yeah? Look at him here with Macron. The more and more I see of Macron from France, the more I realise he's a snaky snake. He's got all kinds of dodgy deals. Like he's trying to get rid of Lukashenko as well. Even though it's nothing to do with him. What the hell has France got to do with Belarus? Sod all. To piss off. What do you guys think about Richard Branson? I remember when I was growing up, I used to see him on the news and his hot air balloon and his bottle of virgin coke that looked like Pamela Anderson's body, and you think, oh, this guy's cool, and now we realise he's probably not. He's the one who was telling us about the fact that there's going to be less people, and people have to have universal basic income because the robots and AI will take over the jobs. So there you go. Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Gates. Shaquille O'Neal, definitely a Freemason. I've seen that. But yeah, again, Bill Gates with another tosspot, with too much money, probably being used as well, probably another Mason as well. And again, Bill Gates with his gormless smile, and I think to myself, you're not real, you are not real, Bill. And then I think that's quite funny. Putin. Anyway, we have to have a laugh, don't we? Yeah, we have to have a laugh, because there's only so much we can do. We have to be serious most of the time. We have to see what's going on, plan ahead. But now and then we have to have a laugh. All right. So yeah, that was a daily review. Let's keep going. We're on Wednesday tomorrow, halfway through the week. No idea if anything's happening on the weekend. I think there is some kind of truth tour with G Truth's mate Gazer. I'll get G to speak more about that when we do a live panel again soon. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's commented and supported and spent time with myself and the rest of the channel and the community. Has been brilliant. So yeah, we know who our enemies are. Okay, it's obvious, and what we got to do is we got to shine the light, the brightest and the darkest days, and we've got to unite the people to fight the evil. All right. So, do take care of yourselves, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Peace and blessings to all of you. I wish you nothing but good health and good fortune.